Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
On the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it's Hunt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
To the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hunt. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for, and this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Rivers. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Hunt. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Again, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Letting one go deep for the end zone. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Both of these two teams, the Jets and Dolphins, looking to improve their rushing attack in 2020. Last year, they were the bottom 2 teams in the league in terms of rushing yards. The Jets at 31, and the Dolphins dead last at number 32. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. Right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A first carry now for Thompson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Bobby McCain.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
34-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. Flush to his right. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rivers now. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Got it.
Picked off at the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Jaguars 13, Dolphins nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Rivers. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First down, Dolphins.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Rivers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this will be taken at the 13. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And some room to roam now. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 58 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Kaepernick going to throw. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
On 2nd down at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Robinson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
He is no good.
And, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
you don't
down.
Want to.
I know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rivers to throw it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down.
On the play. First down, Dolphins.
The first down throw here for Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Kaepernick again. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a timeout taken.
2nd and a yard.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and a yard. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
And 1.
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lambo is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just...
And nothing but daylight ahead.
He's going to make everything happen.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Keelan Cole, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he returns this to the 22.
Antonio Callaway on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt, 78 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
Extra point.
We were just saying off air during halftime, could they mount a comeback and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
James Robinson.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll run here with Robinson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Returnable here for Callaway. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start with Hunt on the ground.
Kareem Hunt.
Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Rivers.
29-yard line.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play fake. Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They run. Robinson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Callaway on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rivers able to find Shaheen here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Shaheen. It's a gain of 16 yards. But it brings up...
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Hunt.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
7-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Dolphin 1st down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Rivers. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Rivers. Gonna look deep for Wilson. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Rivers again. Going deep here for Parker. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. And he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 91, 91. Hey, check 24, check 24. Watch it.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Robinson, the ball.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Davis, the ball carrier.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Tackle made at the 47.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
I'm coming after you. Mike, 55. Check.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. The open man is Shark. It's complete. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for... yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
55's mine, guys. 55. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Let's go. Man, that's open.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
3rd and 8.
Let him know.
On 3rd down, Davis. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 32-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rivers, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones.
Rivers pass intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Tonight's final